You are scouring the interwebs. That's probably how you found this video. And you're wanting to know how to create an online course. You've heard about it, you want to do it, you want to dip your toes in the pond, but you don't know where to get started. This is the video for you. Welcome back to another video about online course creation. Here's the dealio, guys. If you are brand new here, my name is Jessica Stansberry, and I am here to help you build a business that supports a life that you love. So if that is your jam, make sure you hit subscribe. Now, I did a video a couple of weeks ago all about how to turn your service into a course. So if you're a service-based business owner and you're like, oh, I really want to create a course, but I don't know what that looks like, definitely go give that a watch. I will pop that across the screen right now. But this video here is all the deets you need to know on how to actually create that course that you're wanting to create. Now, it may not be the answer you're looking for because there are so many different ways to create courses. It's not even funny. I used to have a course called Crash Course. It was basically a course to teach people how to do courses. And in that course, I had 3 or 4 different step-by-step ways for people to build out courses depending on what their budget was. So there are so many ways to do this, but let's just run through it today to get you started because we don't need to be wasting any more time. Okay, the first thing you need to figure out before you really start creating a course is where you're going to host it. Now, here's how you figure that out. And here's kind of some options for you. First and foremost, you really want to figure out what your course process looks like. Like, do you want them coming in and getting dripped content? Maybe it drips out over 6 or 8 weeks. Or do you want them coming in and being able to get it all at one time? Do you want them coming in and getting one module and then waiting 2 weeks to get the next module? Like, how do you want it structured is going to really determine a lot about where you host it. Now, there are a lot of options when it comes to hosting an online course. So let me just run down a few of those. Most of them are going to cost you, I just feel like $100 a month is kind of the standard here. Now, you can get a little less for some basic plans on a lot of these programs, or you can do like a DIY kind of move that I'll talk about in a minute. But essentially, you can use programs like Thinkific, which is one of my favorites. The people at Thinkific are amazing. I will link all of these below too, but Thinkific is a course creation platform. So when you've created your course, you'll be able to upload it there. You'll be able to drip out content. You'll be able to put the content in there, the videos, the worksheets, however you need to do, and make it look pretty from the customer side. Thinkific is a great one. Again, they're the ones I recommend highly. Teachable is very similar to Thinkific. They're very similar companies and very similar looks and styles. And they're probably the 2 most mainstream and popular, especially for those who are just getting started with course creation. The third one I want to mention is Kajabi. I actually just recently switched over from Thinkific to Kajabi with some other switches in between because of some features that I needed from Kajabi that Thinkific didn't have. But I wouldn't need those if I was just creating my first ever course, if that makes sense. So definitely do your research here and see which one fits what you need best. But I'm loving Kajabi right now. I love that I can build out pages and really customize the look of it a little more than I could do on Thinkific or Teachable. Now, the other option here is a more DIY solution, but I want to give a disclaimer. Well, first let me tell you what it is. So you can absolutely 1000% sell your course on your own WordPress or whatever website. If you're doing WordPress, then there are plugins like Access Ally and some different kind of like course hosting plugins that will allow you to build out a course platform within your WordPress site. Now, these are usually one-time fees rather than monthly fees, so they do end up on paper looking cheaper than the other options. However, here's my disclaimer. I did this. I've actually done this twice, and both times gotten really frustrated and switched back to a platform that is built out for course creation and course hosting. Because for me, I have a lot of students in my courses, and that was just a lot for WordPress to handle. There wasn't a great way to just go in and add somebody to a course if there was an issue. There wasn't a great way to remove someone. Everything became more of a process than it needed to be, and I was having to train my team and pay them to constantly monitor this WordPress-driven course platform. Now, if you're brand new and this looks more appealing to you, like from a financial standpoint, I totally understand it, but just know that there's a good chance that in 6 months or 8 months or a year, whenever you have a decent amount of students inside of your course, that you're gonna wanna switch over to one of these other platforms that are built specifically for that. So you 100% can build it with a course platform plugin on WordPress or whatever. Just know that it's from my experience, it's just not as streamlined, and it's a little harder to keep for the long run, if that makes sense. Now, on that same matter, since we're still talking about hosting platforms, you can host it in the most simple way ever by just sending out emails with links to unlisted YouTube videos or links to Dropbox folders or Google Drive folders. It doesn't have to be fancy. See, here's the thing. Yes, the user experience 100% needs to be good, and people will really value the fact that you make the user experience good. But if you're just getting started and just creating your first course, it might be worth it to you to kind of test the waters and see how that's going to work before you invest in one of these services. So I have 100% done, like here's the YouTube videos for this course. Here's the link for this module. Here's the link for this module. Here's the link to these worksheets that gets delivered in an email to them right when they purchase. And so basically all I would do is send them a PayPal button or put that on a page. They would purchase through PayPal. It would trigger something in my email marketing system to send them that email with the links to the videos. So just know that it can be as fancy or as very simple as you want it to be. And there's no right or wrong way to do it, but as you grow your course creation business, as you get more students, it really might be something that you look into making sure you have that like super solid hosting platform. So number one step in creating your course is to find that hosting platform and figure out where you want to host it and what that looks like for you. The second step in creating that course you have in your brain is to create and develop the content inside of it. So basically, this can be all video, this can be a mix of video and text, this can be all audio, this can be all text, this can be like whatever you want it to be. The possibilities are endless, and it really depends on what type of course and the audience you're selling to. Now, I will say most courses are video. Most courses are going to be video, snippets that you need to go through to learn the thing, because most things that are being taught via course are easier taught by video. However, that's not always the case. Sometimes audio is better, sometimes text only is better, sometimes it's a lot of worksheets. It's totally up to you, but you have to develop that. I have a friend named Kendra Hennessy, and she's actually done a video here with me on my channel before, which I will link above, but she sells courses online courses, just like I'm talking about, to moms to teach them how to better establish routines and systems in their home to have a cleaner, more organized, more efficient home so that they can enjoy their motherhood better. And I love her mission statement, but I also love that she's creating courses for an audience that most people are not even thinking about creating courses for. And that right there alone is just spectacular. So anyway, inside of her courses, most of her modules are audio because she knows that she's talking to a busy mom who needs to be able to listen while they do. So, okay, I'm gonna walk you through how to really organize your kitchen. But you know what? Take your phone in with you to do this, and I'm just gonna be playing in the background. So she knows that busy moms don't have a lot of time to watch the videos or sit down and dedicate time. So she went with an audio only kind of course. So it really depends on the audience that you're selling to and the type of content you're putting out, but you have to develop that content. You have to come up with a plan for, what video is going to be here and what this module is going to look like, and then what that worksheet is going to look like, and what someone needs to learn this concept that you're trying to teach them via course, and then you have to create it. Okay, so that's number 2. You have to create the content that goes into the course. Number 3 tip on creating an online course is that you have to flippin' sell it. So many times we get hung up in the creation process that we forget that we actually have to sell the thing, and then we just put it out and nobody buys it, and that's frustrating. Trust me, I have been there, done that, and gotten the t-shirt. But if you'll do your due diligence to market it and build your audience and really create a buzz around it, once you're done figuring out the platform and creating the content, you can put it out into the world in a really great way where you can actually sell it. So just know that course creation is not hard. It is not something that is hard at all. Fun fact, I have put courses completely together from ideation to creation to promotion in a day before. Honest to Pete. And a lot of that is because I don't over edit my stuff. So, I will try and do videos, or I'll film screenshots and there'll only be a couple of edits. I can quickly pop them in a course creation platform like Kajabi, and I can go on about my day. So just know that this does not have to be a really, really crazy thing. Also know, I think, and this is a fun little quick tip, and this is when a lot of people get hung up on. People think that, let's say they're going to charge $1,000 for a course, right? Like, let's say that's what you want to charge for your course because it's packed full of value, and you get into creating it and you're like, there's not enough here. I probably should find another way to create more content to put in this course. No, stop, don't do it. Because here's the deal. People would much, much rather pay to learn something in 5 minutes instead of paying to learn something in 4 hours, especially if that something has the same end result, right? So don't think that you have to overcomplicate or overstuff the course creation process just to provide value to your audience. You are providing value to your audience by putting the course out there because you know more than they do, and that's why they're buying it. So again, if you are wanting templates and Trello boards and hashtag all the things to help you create your course, head over to jessicastansberry.com/create a course and find out what I've got for you there. Bye, y'all.